It's alive. Rumors of my death have been grossly exaggerated. Indeed, they have. So I have decided to come on this Sunday morning with my little cup of coffee. And I'm just going to sit here for a minute and see if anybody even remembers who I are. We will see, won't we? We shall see. Andy, hi, brother. I got your email. Thank you, honey. No, I'm not dead, but some folks were saying I was, or that I was on my deathbed. That may well have been pretty close to true. I was not well. I'm still not 100%, but I'm well. I can read the messages in the stream now. I was so sick that my eyes wouldn't focus on the live stream. I could not read the messages. Everything was just all like blurry and double visioned, and it was ugly. It was ugly, and it gave me a really bad headache. So I just couldn't. I couldn't do shows. I couldn't do much of anything but lay in bed. And then my digestive system is a whole new, a whole thing of its own. And the medication, for one thing, made me have other problems. So by the time they finally got around to getting everything treated, I had 3 different illnesses going on at the same time. My hearing is not 100% yet. I almost totally went deaf. And what the deal on that is, I have this recurring sinus issue. And apparently they may have to do what they do to little kids and put tubes in my ears, surgically put tubes in my ears. Hi, Jake. What the deal on that is, I have this recurring sinus issue. I hate YouTube. I can't get the speaker shut off on it. And there we go. I just want my StreamYard. All right. So anyway, they're just, I kind of feel a little bit like the Frankenstein monster, they just patched me back together. And right at the end, I owe Andy an apology. I got a little nasty with Andy, but part of that was, I'm going to say the bulk of that was because I was just so darn sick that my brain would not lock in on things. But anyway, I did not get to go to Florida Hunt 7. And nothing's changed. I'm not on the screen this morning because I'm still in my jammies. I did not go to Florida Hunt 7 down in Florida, and after seeing, I'm probably going to make some people mad, but I'm going to say this anyway. I've never been afraid of making people mad. After seeing some of the still photos and videos that are coming out on YouTube right now from Florida Hunt 7, I'm kind of thinking I made the right decision. I mean, there's a lot of people that are down there for that I dearly love, and I am sick at heart because I was looking at these videos from the meet and greet party and other events on site down there. And apparently they all think they're 10 foot tall and bulletproof. And I'd say probably over half of the people in the photos and videos were not wearing masks, which is why I could not go, because I knew it was going to be that way. I knew people were going to get down there and get wrapped up in having the great time, and they're finding some really cool stuff. I mean, just really, really cool items that I'm seeing photos of, and I'd love to have been a part of it. But here's my take on it. And you're probably going to hear me use this same line again, but you can't go digging if your last hole is 6 feet under. So, you know, I'd like to be able to use all my nice, lovely detecting stuff. Mississippi Mary detecting, how are you, sweetheart? I watched some of your video yesterday, and then I got a phone call, and I've got to go back and finish watching it. But I enjoyed the trying to figure out how old that Mountain Dew bottle was, because I haven't seen a bottle like that for a while. Those I used to call them fat boys. I don't know what other people call them, but they're little short fat bottles. But yeah, I was glad to see you were out detecting and stuff. And y'all hear this? Can you hear it? I hope you can hear this. This is for tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern. Guess what's happening? Yes, folks, it is true. It is true. The Lodo Coin Collecting Show is back at 5 o'clock Eastern, and the sound you heard is $40. Well, I think 39 actually. Almost $40 of quotas from the local car wash. Now, these are from the same car wash that I normally go to. But this coming week, I have 4 doctor's appointments, and 2 of them are in a town that is like 80 something miles away from me, up northern, more northern part of Virginia. So I have been online and located the information on where there are supposed to be 3 self-service car washes up there. So my intent, since my appointment isn't until 1, my appointments are at 1 and 3, and they're on the same street. My intent is to go early and do a little shopping, because our town doesn't have a lot of stores, and where I'm going, I can get some things I need. It's Susie Q email. Yeah, that's my email. My bot did that. Yeah, my bot did that. It should be right. I don't even have the bot turned on, but there's 3 or 4 commands that it automatically. Oh, look in my email. Is that what you want me to do? Look in my email? Okay, I will look in my email. Okay, hang on. I'm still not 100%. I haven't used most of any of my technology stuff for, well, since the last little show I did. I think I was looking at pennies or something one day. But okay, let's see if my computer will cooperate. So anyway, I'm going to be back on with these quarters, but I'm going to try to get us some quarters from another area just to spice it up. It'll still be, car wash quarters. Just, I'm going to try to find another car wash so that maybe we'll find something different in those. In my downtime, I've been cleaning up things and slowly listing them. Okay, what we got here? Link. What link am I supposed to be sending to you, Andy? I'm confused. I'm confused, Andy. I really am. I'm confused what you want me to send. Let me try again. I'm reading my emails. So I think I just saw Jack sneak in here. If I did, hello. Okay, what am I looking at? The reason you got that picture, that screenshot, Andy, is I was in bed and I watch YouTube on my Amazon Fire Stick. Well, every time I subscribe to somebody new, it pushes my old favorites down the list. And I wanted yours back up at the top of the list so I could just click on it real easy. And I discovered that how to do that is to go to somebody's page. This is on the Amazon Fire Stick in YouTube. To go to their page, unsubscribe from them, and then resubscribe, and it'll push that person's channel back up to the top of my favorites list. So that's why you saw, I was never unsubscribed except for about 30 seconds, long enough to push your name back up to the top of my list. So that's what that was about. Yeah, that is what that was about, was me trying to get you back up at the top of my list so I didn't have to go on a scrolling frenzy to locate you. So no, I was never unsubscribed to you for longer than 30 seconds to 1 minute. So if you think I was, no, no. That's just how I pushed you back up to the top of my list. There's 4 or 5 channels that I'm subscribed to, like probably 2,000 channels. So every time I add somebody new to that list, it pushes all of my favorites down one. And while I was sick, I had time to lie in bed and watch other stuff. So I was adding channels, and it pushed all my favorites way down the list. And I wanted them back at the top. So how I did that was I hit unsubscribe and then resubscribe, and it pushed everybody that I wanted back up at the top. So anyway, back to the detecting thing. I did not go to Florida Hunt 7. Also because I couldn't get my COVID shots, and I'm not going to drive all the way to Florida, spend all that money, and go to Florida and not be able to go visit my brother. Now, my brother has severe COPD, and he's already had his shots. They haven't even started them here where I live. But I can't go to visit him until after I have been properly vaccinated. So I just decided, no, I'm not going to use my money and go down there and not even be able to see my family. That just did not seem appropriate. So the alternate plan was that I was supposed to go this weekend over to Virginia Beach and metal detect and try to do a little collaboration thing with the gig master. So I had conversed back and forth with Steve about that, and we pretty much had finalized we were going to try to meet up at the beach near the hotel that I had reserved. But the weather turned really nasty. I didn't think I should go. And I had all these doctor's appointments. So I had to cancel that. And don't you know, Mr. Giggy goes out to the beach 2 days of the time we were supposed to try and do this thing. He goes out to the beach and he finds gold rings both days. Oh, so anyway, I am sitting at home and it's only 20 degrees. So I can't really go out and play in that. I'm still not 100%. Okay, recheck my email. What am I looking for, Andy? Help me out here. I'm confused. Maybe it's all the drugs they're giving me. Anyway, and I know the link to what? The link to what, Andy? That's what I am confused. The link to what? You're saying give me the link. The link to what? I don't know what link you want, honey. Pharmacy Raven, hi. Good morning, Silver Scorpion. Anyway, back to the medical thing. They, for some reason, no matter what we do, they can't get my ears to drain. Oh, you want to be up on my StreamYard? Oh, okay. I haven't only done that like once, so I gotta do this. If you say anything bad, I'm gonna come out there to Utah and I'm gonna sick M3 on you. All right, hang on, baby. I know what you want now. I'm confused here in my old age. And I have never actually brought anybody up there before, so I gotta try and see if I can do this. I'm not sure how it works, but oh, poo, that was wrong. Let me try again here. While I try to figure out how to bring Andy up onto the screen here, yeah, they're having a hard time getting this fluid to drain from my ears. And so like a little kid, and I never had to have this when I was a kid, but I guess they're talking about putting tubes in my ears, because otherwise the other option is I can't really hear. So I don't know how I'm going to like that, because then I won't be able to go into water. And I'm just not, I got to go for a CT scan and let them look around in my head. I already told them, they said, we need you to go for a CAT scan. And I already told them, I already been scanned by a cat. M3 scans me every day for treats. All right, guys, I'm being really brave and bold here. Well, I was just ready to hit the button and he vanished. Where'd you go, Andy? I was just about to pull the trigger on that deal. Try her again. Hey, Marty. All right, here we go. Let's see if I can get her done. Oh my God! It's Andy!
Is that you? Hang on, I'm getting reverb. Hang on.
I'm not going anywhere.
Let me turn down my volume. I gotta fix.
Yeah, I'm not putting me up there.
I'm getting audio. Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, I'm not putting me up there because I'm still in my jammies and haven't even really done much to my hair except put it in a ponytail.
That's gone.
But there's my handy Andy. For everybody that thinks Andy and I are on
Oh,
the
you gotta, Suzuki, you gotta
open what?
oh, is that me? Maybe that's me. Let me get
Yeah.
rid of getting echo audio feedback. Sorry.
I don't hear any feedback on my end.
No, it was me.
It was you.
It was
So,
me.
so there you
Yeah,
go.
I was getting
My brother Andy.
my sister Susie.
There we go. We got her going
And
here.
my sister Susie.
Poor Andy was in such shock. I have a hard time staying awake at night. Because a lot of it's my thyroid and I just burn out, and so I'm like in bed by 8 o'clock. Well, I went to bed at 8 o'clock. I woke up at 1, and Andy was doing a live stream, so I popped in there, and he's like, "What are you doing in here in the middle of the night?"
You got Martius about digging coins. Martius is about,
Scratch and Go Crazy and Silver Scorp just popped in too.
oh gosh, how's
Uh,
it getting hot? I might
So,
have to
so
actually.
anyway, I got the quarters. We'll be doing a show tomorrow night.
No,
And
it's good to hear your voice, man. I was so worried about you.
I,
You're,
I was sick. There's no doubt. You know,
uh,
I'm a moderator on a bunch of channels. Nobody saw
well,
me.
not only that, whether you're mother or not, it's like
You
you
know,
just steal people's hearts and run away with them. You're
the
good at that.
the only channel that I really did any moderating on was my friend Robert Ferguson did his first live
Yes.
streams, and he has no moderators. You know, because he's never done
Yes.
live streaming before. So he still doesn't have any moderators, but I was like kind of in his ear in the background telling him, hey, here's how you set this, here's how you do that. But I was like sacked out in bed doing that. I really haven't done anything. So
I haven't heard your voice in a month, so cut me cut me some slack, Jack.
So anyway, I got all
I'm
these
glad I'm glad you're alive.
I got all these quarters for the Lodo tomorrow. And while I was out,
Or it's not tomorrow. I think it's tonight. If it's Monday.
today's only Sunday, isn't it?
Oh, is it? Well, welcome to my world.
You stayed up too late, sweetie.
Welcome to my world. I thought it was Monday already.
It's only Sunday, sweetheart. My show's tomorrow. You have time for a nap.
I had time for a nap. Yay! It's time for a nap.
Uh,
I thought it was already Monday. My apologies.
that's all right. Um, so then for Wednesday, for my detecting
What's
show,
so fast, so quick? She's like
some
Nelly on a biscuit. Watch out, she's Nelly on a biscuit.
we got a package arrived
She's
all the
she's
way.
my sister. I kid you not. She really is my sister, and she really is Nelly on a biscuit. When she gets feeling good, she just goes.
I got a package while I
Oh,
was
you got a package?
from Istanbul, Turkey.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
That is the home of Nocta Macro.
Oh,
Make my metal detector. And they sent me some things to keep and things to give away. So out of how I'm going to do it, I got a bunch of hats, and
so
I got
you got hats?
I got hats. I got sew-on patches that you can put on your clothes, and I got one item to I'm going to do a demo of it, how it works first. So whoever wins it, it might end up having a little bit of dirt on it because there's no way I can demonstrate this without getting a little bit of dirt
All
on it.
right, Jack Elman. Good night, Jack Elman.
Okay, Jack.
Good night,
Thanks.
Jack Elman.
So they sent me a holster to hold your pinpointer, and it connects to the belt that holds your fines bag. And then it has a little strap that goes around your leg, so it's like you're playing Wild West with your pinpointer.
Yeah.
But I'm always people are Indiana Tones lost his pinpointer not too long ago. So when I got this, I said, okay, I'm going to demonstrate this product, and then I'm going to give it away. As it is a cool thing, and I know
it's like a little mini saddlebag or something like that.
Well, it is, but it's just got the narrow. It's got the thing that connects on your belt, and it's more like a holster. Like when you were a little kid, and you had the cat gun, and you pull it out, boom. Yeah, well, it's kind of like a holster for your pinpointer. So I'm gonna.
I got your back, Laura. I got you.
Then I got one thing that was just for me, and I'm gonna keep
She really is my sister. She really is my sister. She really is my sister.
The one thing I'm gonna keep is they sent
you had me worried, you jerk.
They sent me a Simplex hoodie.
Oh, you got Simplex hoodie?
Yeah, a really nice hoodie, and it's really warm. And I wore it to the post office the other day, and I ended up getting 2 permissions of places to go metal detect because I had on that.
Don't push yourself. It's still February.
Yeah, these are later down the line when the weather warms up.
Yeah.
But
don't go pushing yourself don't go pushing yourself on permissions like that.
But by wearing that thing, I just happen to have it on, and people go, oh, wow, you metal detect? Well, I got this farm. You can come out there and detect. I'm like, cool. One of them's like the postmaster. It was really cool.
Oh, is that in your area? Postmaster in your area?
Yeah. From my local post office.
Really? The postmaster and
he was telling me all the detecting channels that he watches on YouTube and stuff, and he watches a lot of the same channels I do, but he had never watched mine, so I'm hoping
Dial down.
Hi, Reed.
Reed, hey, what's up, Reed?
Reed, you are the very last package I have. Everybody else's packages have gone out except Reed's from the 12 days of Christmas. And the reason why Reed's
not necessary. It's delayed and blame it on the USPS.
No,
Reed, it's not. It's Suze Q. Blame it on the United States Postal.
The ones that went out Friday are because of USPS. I took a bunch down there, and I always have my labels are already done and everything. I weigh everything out at home and print my labels, but I always have them check to make sure that I didn't somehow put the wrong postage on. Well, there's this one little stinker that works in there. He's really obnoxious. He told me every one of my packages didn't have the right postage. So I brought them all home, and then we had a blizzard. And so I weighed everything out. Everything was right. So I took it all back down to the post office, asked to talk to the postmaster, and we spent 5 minutes figuring out that all my packages were right, and 40 minutes talking about magnet fishing and metal detecting. Because I had that Simplex shirt on.
Oh my gosh.
So those fires got out of here. But
oh my gosh, I wasn't overheating before him.
I kept going, why can't I find Reed's address? I know he sent it. Why can't I find it? And all of a sudden this morning, I realized he had sent me a message saying he couldn't get my email to work. So he sent his address to the Facebook Messenger on my Facebook page for the channel.
Holy crap, Reed.
So I remember
That's
this morning.
Reed out of it. That's one desperate man there. He sent
So,
to
well, he
Facebook.
got a cool prize. He got
Oh my gosh, thank you, Reed.
he got
Reed's
a
Art of Adventure. He sent
got a really cool finds box.
him on Facebook page.
His is the last package in the bin from that. And then I have one that I don't know how belongs to Native Warrior that didn't get in his package. And then I have, has anyone seen Kason 2006?
For me, it's probably been
all the time.
308. 308. 308 Bushmaster is stalking me. What's up, 308?
If anybody knows where Kason 2006 is, I have a giveaway prize that belongs to them from way back on December 14th, and I have no address. So I'm going to put this out here for one more week to try to get it claimed, and then if it's not claimed, I'll just put it back in the giveaway box and someone else can win it. I'm not even sure what it is. I got to pull it out of the envelope here. Oh, yeah.
It's 308 said send it to 308. That's nice. Oh, I'm getting
a penny from Gibraltar.
Scratch and go crazy.
Oh,
Scratch. What's up, Scratch?
Scratch, yours was one of the packages that the guy at the post office told me didn't have enough postage on it. So it finally went out like Thursday or something. I am so sorry. I had no idea I was going to get that sick. You know,
don't apologize, Susie. You're fine.
I couldn't, you know, I was having to call my sister and my niece and other people, you know, like go to the pharmacy and pick up my meds, drive me to the doctor, you know, just it was really bad. I'm not 100% because they really don't know what the deal with my ears. They don't know what's causing that, and that was causing my balance to just go, you know, really bad. I did at the beginning of being sick, I did go metal detecting at my niece's house. This was
like a month ago, though.
Yeah, I went to my niece's house. I've been slowly metal detecting her yard. She lives in an old Victorian house, so I was hoping for like old coins, and no, I'm finding old pull tabs and junk like that. But I did find this. It's the second token I have found in her yard. The first one I found was back on Thanksgiving. I found somebody's 18-month sobriety Narcotics Anonymous token from 1996. And then right after, I'm going to say the end of January, I found this, on one side it says Paint the Town, City of Fairhope, 1995. Well, I ascertained Fairhope is in Alabama. And then I flipped it over to the other side, and it is the Order of Mystic Magnolias. So it is from the Fairhope, Alabama Mardi Gras celebration. And what's interesting about it is Mardi Gras crews are almost always made up of men.
Mardi
The
Gras cruises are always made up of men.
men,
Men?
and yeah,
Or,
they're supposed to be like pirates, you know. Well, the Mystic Magnolias, who this token came
hey,
from,
Emmanuel.
it's an
Hey,
all
Emmanuel.
it's an all female crew. So I thought that was kind of a neat thing, and
Oh, I thought you said all male cruise. I thought you said all male cruise. And I'm like,
Male,
why pirates?
and they think my ears are bad.
Hey, hey, hey. Here's
Hey,
some slack, sister.
little bro.
I thought you said all male, not all female. I thought you said all male.
You better watch it, little bro. I'm bigger than you. And
Yeah,
M3
by an inch.
and
By
M3
an inch.
M3
By an
almost
inch.
bigger than Jack Joe. So
By an inch. Yeah, I just duct tape your I just duct tape your mouth and throw you down the stairs.
no, my sister already did that. It had no effect except she got a whooping. So I know
She really is my we
sister
really
did that.
are siblings and we really do fight like this constantly. That's
Oh, mercy, mercy. Uh, and then I'm gonna
that.
make somebody else mad during the week. I'm
Oh, who have you can we say pissed off? Who have you pissed off in the last week, Susie
I'm
Q?
not I'm not pissed off at anybody. I just learned something while I was sick about a charity, and I've checked it out through multiple sources and found out that what I learned was in fact true. And I don't want to get into it too much here, but it's a charity that there's a big uh, thing going on in the community about right now, a big fundraising thing. And I just, I'm not saying don't contribute. I'm not doing any of that. I just want to bring this, what I found out, into the light.
No, you're fine. It's your channel. It's your channel. It's your
And somebody
channel. Speak your mind.
get mad, and that's not my intent. My intent
Yeah, to hurt another channel.
is, and I'm not aiming it at any one person. It's everybody's right to donate to whomever they choose. I
Okay.
I just want people to have this information while they're making the decision.
Buyer beware.
Yeah, it is kind of a buyer beware sort of thing. And because most of us,
It is buyer beware. It's
yeah,
no joke. It really is buyer beware.
it's going to be that. And I'm not doing it to try to sabotage anybody's.
Yeah, me neither. No, I totally agree with you. It is. I totally agree with you on that, sister. It is buyer beware.
I'm just doing it so that perhaps more money could get to this cause by going through a different charity. That you really need to look at who you're giving your money to. Just because they have a big name and you've heard of them doesn't mean that a lot of
I know a big name. I know a big name. I know a big name. It's called Exu. I know a big name. Her name is it's Suze Q96. She's sitting at 757 subscribers right now. That's my sister, my older sister, ladies and germs. Please help her out.
I've been stuck there for the longest time. My goal this year was to have 1,000 by my birthday.
I know, I know.
But I got sick, and
I know.
And so that was the least of my worries, was whether or not I was getting people to
Dropping. No, she really is my sister. She really is my older sister.
Yeah, way older.
Way older.
Older than dirt sister.
Whatever. Get off your high horse, lady. Call you out.
Kay Emmanuel, hello.
Yeah, kid's been here for a while. Wake up.
I was running my yacht.
I know.
Having some coffee.
Uh-oh, watch out. She's having coffee.
The tea about the auction.
Uh-oh.
Because I never got the auction set up. Oh, you mean, yeah, I'm going to do that, Kay, but I'm going to do that tea about the auction. That's probably going to be a video that I make. That's the buyer beware thing, Andy. Because I want to have the link, all the links to the sources where I got the information, so that when I do this thing, people don't just say, oh, well, she's just trying to sabotage this or blah, blah, blah. No, these came from facts and figures, are from reputable sources, and I want to be able to present, you know.
No, you're fine, sister. You got it. You nailed it.
Yeah. And I have a good friend who works for a charity that is not for the same disease, but she is one of the people that told me how to investigate where money from charities go, how to pull up the financial reports and that sort of thing, so that you can see let's say you're donating $1,000 to research whatever the disease is, and it will break down, out of your $1,000, this much went to pay the office staff, this much went for advertising, this much went for transportation. And then when you actually get down to it, a 0.5% actually went to the research. So
no, I'm not. No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. You know, I always agree with you.
And the thing is, some of the ones that are,
I'm agreeing with you.
They have really big names, and I'm going to throw one out. This is not what it's about, but
It's your channel. Do whatever you want.
One of those charities that has a big name, but in actuality, very little money is actually going to their cause. Most of it is being eaten up by administrators' salaries
and fun. Yeah.
Wounded Warrior Project.
Yeah.
You look up the figures on the Wounded Warrior Project, you'll find out that very little of the money is actually going to help any disabled veterans. Most of it's being used up.
You can make it public, sister. Make it public.
Yeah.
No, you don't have that.
The reason I know about that one is we actually tried to get help for a gentleman through that one. And my friend said, you need to look them up. They're not quite really what they say. And we found out that like less than a penny out of $1,000 was actually going to a disabled person.
That's not right.
The rest of them pay the office staff, and one of the ones we looked at, part of the money was going to maintain an airplane. And now it would have been okay if they were using that airplane to fly a disabled veteran somewhere that he needed to be. It's not okay when you're using that airplane to go take a vacation in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff bothers me.
You don't have to explain it to me.
Way back when I was a little bitty kid, one of my relatives who was
she gets hot and she gets heavy, and she gets hot and heavy really fast.
Yeah.
And she will.
Hey, I've been shut up for a month. I got a lot of
Hey.
stuff to talk about here.
And she's out. Wait.
I have a
And Susie Q is out and she's wild. She's on the loose. She's
wild. You're all in trouble now.
she's got internet. Watch out.
Oh,
YouTube beware. I claim no responsibility.
not responsible for loss or damage.
I claim no responsibility when it comes to.
Uh,
I see that scratching go. I see that scratching go.
back in World War II, all of these things were donated to the Red Cross to give to the soldiers. There's like
All of what?
chocolate bars and cigarettes,
Chocolate bars, cigarettes, and
donuts, all these different things that were supposed to be distributed.
basic. Just
Oh,
are you talking just basic needs?
yeah, and razors, all these different
Yeah.
items that people donated to the Red Cross. They were supposed to go into these packages that soldiers were given. Well, one of my very close relatives who was in that war, he would never donate money to the Red Cross. And so I asked him why. And he said, well, all that stuff they donated that they were supposed to be giving to us, they would come out to the base or to the front line and sell it to us. Now it was given by the people to be given out for free. And here's this charity out there. My dad was in, I'm not going to say because I don't, but anyway, my dad was in the Army and he said that too. But this particular gentleman was stationed in Italy. And so all of this stuff, it was like Hershey bars and cigarettes and razors and just personal items. And he said once he experienced that of the Red Cross trying to sell these things to the soldiers. Here these guys are on the front line and the Red Cross is wanting them to dig in their pocket for a penny or something. What? So after that,
you got Ida Herring in your chat, lover.
Good morning, Ida.
Got Ida Herring.
Yep, we're talking about something that's probably going to make Ida mad later this week. So.
Oh, you're good at that. So
I know. All I got to do is press the button that says stream on, and I'm in trouble with.
That pretty much sums it all up. She's gotta hit that pretty much sums it all up. It's like,
that's why over a year later, I still can't make 1,000 people because I'll be like I'll be at 997 and I'll piss somebody off and I'll back down to 403.
Well, at least you're not at 666.
No, I'm never doing that one again. That was my curse. It was when I did the Devil Made Me Good 666 subscriber giveaway. That was
Ida.
I'm making a video, Ida, and it's not personal about you or anything, but it's
Susie Q's rampant. She's out of her box in the last month.
It's about charities. And it's not intended, it's not pointed at any one person or even any one charity. It's just something about a thing I'm going to do about charities that I've been thinking about for a long time. And while I've been laid up sick, I had time to research it. So I'm going to apologize in advance if you.
She's apologizing in advance. Wait, let's hold the phone. Let's hold the phone. Take a time out. Susie Q is officially apologizing in advance for any misdeeds and any miss?
I
You know,
with a number of charities, Ida, and I did some research, and they all represent good causes, but some of their
this Subinji,
how
I,
their
I,
administration
I'd
functions.
asked you, hey, hang on, Susie Q, I'd asked you, are you upset with the Susan G. Komen Cancer Charity?
Yeah, that's the thing I'm answering right now.
Oh, my bad.
Will be mentioned in there, but I'm not upset about the idea of raising money for cancer by any sense of the word. What I am going to be talking about is how charities distribute their money. And some of them are good, and some of them are not so good. I have a real good friend who works for the American Heart Association, and she showed me how to go and look at the financial statements and the breakdowns for charities. And so while I was sick, I was looking at some of them, and some of them rate really high, and some of them didn't. And so, like I said, it's not aimed at any one charity.
She really does mean that when she says it. She really does mean that when she says it.
It's just a piece of research that I've done to help people make educated decisions on where they think their money will do the most good.
Kind of like metal detectors, huh? You laugh.
I had to laugh, I mean,
That was a fake laugh. That was a fake laugh. I know you better than that. That was a fake laugh.
Has paid for itself. It did. It paid for itself because I find a lot of crappy clad. Unfortunately, I don't find a lot of good stuff. But hey, I found 5 gold rings so far. So
yes, you have. Yes, you have.
It has paid for itself.
Well, I can tell you that Susan G. Komen does a lot of other things other than research. I can
Ida, see you're
testify.
and defensive before you've even seen the video. That's why I didn't even want to discuss it. I'm also a cancer survivor, so just saying, I am missing my entire large intestine. I know a lot of things. People do a lot more than research, but in the course of doing this, I found some charities, and I'm using that with quotations around it, who 96 to 90.
You're fine, Ida. You're fine, Ida.
96 to 97% of a couple of these that I found, every bit of the money was being used by administrative fees. Like I said, I found one that they're using to support a private jet. Goodwill is in my list, K. Emanuel, because my sister, I have an older sister. Andy doesn't really know her very well because our generationals are really messed up.
Hey, Silver Curry's mama, Lambo Stacker.
She was a manager for a Goodwill. And so I learned a lot about them. And that's kind of what started this whole deal. I go thrift store shopping. My sister will not set foot in the Goodwill. Won't do it. Will not go in there because of her experience working for them. But so I just I'm aware of that, Ida, and it's really interesting when you go and you look at the financial breakdown sheets, and then you can see they take in X amount of dollars, and then this percentage goes to this percentage goes to that. And then at the end, you can kind of see, am I donating to something that is really helping the people, or am I donating so some guy can make $595,000 a year as a CEO? Or they had one guy with Goodwill, he's making close to $1 million. Yeah, I mean, it's insane. So, yeah, oh, absolutely, Ida. I agree with that. There's a lot of crap in the COVID relief packages that don't need to be there. But that's a government issue. What I'm looking at is a charitable organizations issue. And the two that got me really going on it are ones that people close to me have real close personal ties to. My sister being Goodwill, and another one, we tried to get some assistance for a gentleman through Wounded Warrior. And that guy lives right here in my building, and that's kind of what
Susie,
me off.
Susie,
Yes, dear.
you got it for a minute first? I'm gonna go. I'm just gonna mute for a minute.
Okay.
I'll be right back. You got it?
Yeah,
I got my phone.
I got it. I'm
all
under
right, sister.
I
Just for a minute. All right. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Reed, my sister also worked for them, and she was injured on the job at Goodwill. She, it was a disaster. But I just looked at all these different breakdowns for different things. And like I said, some people may not like what I have to say. And some people may feel like, wow, I didn't know that. But the purpose of it, I don't have a lot of money to give to charity. So, but I do give some. So I always try to go for the best bang for the buck as far as, is it gonna actually help the people that it's supposed to help? I mostly worked with charities related to helping homeless people. When I lived in Orlando, Florida, I plan on being at the auction. I believe I sent some things, actually. One is lost, but I think you got the packet, and I hope that the stuff that I won on Ravenhawk that was supposed to be sent over to you, I hope that got there. I sent a Standing Liberty to Mama T, and it has vanished into thin air. So the USPS ate that one, and I don't have another one to kick out there. But I actually bought that one in Dragon Coins when they were having a benefit on that channel. Yeah, the mail's pretty bad. But anyway, I'm not doing this project to insult anybody or tell anybody don't donate to this or that. It's just I can only donate so much stuff, and I want to make sure that what I do donate is being used for the right things. And I can guarantee you some of them are a charity in name only. When you actually look at their financial reports, there are some animal charities. I'm big on helping critters, but there are some animal charities that aren't very charitable. And I just want to make sure that if I'm promoting something or I'm donating my meager little amount, that some guy's not using it to take his girlfriend on a trip to the Bahamas. Yeah. I have kind of become like, who was it? Let me scroll back a little ways. Silver Crazed Mama. I've become more and more in agreement with that, donating time and not money. And one of those reasons is because when I worked, I am pulling up their actual company financial statements, which they are required by law to file a financial statement every year. These are not newspaper articles. These are not Sally Joe down the street is pissed off because the animal shelter put her dog down. These are public statements. They're publicly accessible if you know how to find them. And my friend that works for the American Heart Association told me how to find them, because they have to, one of the things, they have to go and look at financial statements of other charities who want to do collaborative fundraising with them. And she has found some that are just, they're bad. But they, by law, have to provide their financial statements. So those are what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the New York Times. I'm not looking at Fox News. I'm not looking at Mary Jane's Facebook page. I am just looking at financial statements. And I'm not saying I did not watch any videos or anything, because I did. That's how I learned about some of these charities. I would watch the video and they'd be saying, oh, well, this company did this group did blah, blah, blah. And I'd say, well, I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Let me go look that up and see if that's true. So that's where several of these things that I found, I saw videos or newspaper articles and I said, okay, that doesn't sound right. Let's go find this company's financial statement and see what it says. So I'm not using Sally Jane's Facebook page as a source. I'm actually.
You don't have to explain yourself.
Well, no, Ida asked.
I know she did.
Look at how reliable is your resource. So yeah, you really have to. Yeah, you're right, Ida. See, that's a problem. People are kind of like sheep. If somebody that they admire says, oh, well, I'm behind this charity, they will just automatically do it because their favorite rock star or their favorite country singer endorses that, without actually going and looking and saying, well, I don't know, there's 3 charities that all focus on this one disease. Which one is going to actually do the most good with my money? And another thing of how I got triggered on this is last year, when my birthday came around, I did one of those Facebook fundraiser things instead of having people send me stuff, because my friend Tommy had passed away from a hemorrhagic stroke. And I was trying to find a reputable charity that helped with research on that particular type of stroke when the brain bleed is on the actual brain stem. They have it's almost always going to be fatal if it's on the brainstem, and it's a research thing that needs to happen. So that was kind of where my interest started. He's pointing at me. Don't you go at me, Andy.
I got busted.
He's shaking
I
me.
got busted.
Mom, he's touching me.
Yeah, I poked you.
He's poking at me.
I poked you a little bit. No,
No,
I was just like, listen, I was like trying to, it's like, this is my right hand and this is my left hand, and you're on my right side of my screen. It's like,
no, it's the
I
other
like
right, Andy. The other right.
the other right.
Yeah. Mama, I got
Mm.
charities here where I live right now. I do not give either of them money, but one of them is a really, I mean, I see the help these people are providing. It's a place called Willing Partners, and they have a little thrift store, and they run the local food bank. And they feed a lot of poor homeless people up here in the Appalachian Mountains. And I see it. I see it every day. They provide food, they provide furniture. So I take a lot of things down there to them for their store to resell. And the other thing is our poor, pathetic animal shelter here has virtually no funding. And so it's really cold here. And people don't always think about, they're going, well, I could take some cat food or something like that. They need blankets. You can take blankets they don't have to be pretty. They just have to be warm to put in the cages with the puppies and the kitties and the animals so they can stay warm. So I make little I got to send one for Jack. I make little blankets for kitties that have little caps
you
on.
Don't send me nothing.
And
You don't send me nothing.
I make pet blankets and little beds and stuff for the critters, and take that over to them instead of handing them money. Because that way, what I'm putting there, I know the kitty is gonna, or the puppy is gonna get. They're gonna be warm. So
don't argue with her. I'm just letting you know. It's Suzy Q96 blog. It's Suzy Q96 blog.
I used to live in Orlando, Florida, and I did 4 years in a row. I did a fundraiser on my birthday every year. I have a ton of musician friends, and I would find a local bar or facility that would let us use the space. I would round up donated items. We had guitars from Dean Guitars. I don't know if any of you are old enough to remember the band Mountain had a song called Mississippi Queen. Leslie West from Mountain donated some things. We had Beatles stuff. We had all kinds of really cool raffle items. And every year for 4 years, in memory of one of my musician friends, I would raise money for the homeless shelter under the condition that money went to buy food. I would make them show me the receipt from the food because I didn't want them using it for whatever, But this was a religious-based group that had been there since the 40s. The first year I raised $600 with my little birthday party and my friends' bands coming to play. The second year I raised a little over $1,000 at my little birthday party, and my friends all came play music. Third year I raised $2,000, my little birthday party. The last year I did it, I was homeless. And I still went ahead and did it. I was living in a 40-year-old motorhome with no running water, and I still organized this thing. And we made over $4,000. So over the 4-year thingy, my birthday party every year raised close to $10,000 because then people would send in donations.
I said what I like about Suze comment.
So
They help with mental, physical, money, insurance, and if you're a woman and breast cancer, see, they give you that support. Been there, done that. I'm just putting that. That's what I just said.
yeah, I wish there are some diseases right now that I know people are there's some COVID ones that are total ripoffs. They're playing on people's distress over losing relatives to COVID. And they're saying, oh, it's for COVID research, blah, blah, blah. And they're just talking these people into giving them a bunch of money. And I pulled up a couple of their financials, and I can't see where they gave anybody anything. It's just, some of them didn't even, they just set the thing up, took the money, and then blip off the radar. I think they might have been on that landing thing that went to Mars because that money didn't go anywhere.
Just build a rover, sister.
You really do have to do your homework.
Hey, Lambo.
You really do have to do your homework. I've got a.
Don't get her anymore. Don't.
Have to help me if we can't resolve this issue with my hearing. Those are not even charities; they're crooked. Lambo, let's keep the political names out of it.
Yeah,
That's what happens though is these things overlap one over the other, and they should not. That's the thing. If you're looking at a charity, it shouldn't be because
but you're pushing the limits. You're pushing the limits, sister.
You should just look and make sure that the charities you pick, number one, are legit. That they're not going to just take the money and fly off to Mars, and that they are using what they're given to the best advantage. And that's what I'm working on this project. And a lot of charities are going to be mentioned, not just for the bad things that I found, but for the good things that I found. Some of them have an excellent track record on column A and B, not so good on column C. Some of them just stink all the way across the board. Some of them are just not something you really want to give your money to when there's another charity doing the same thing that's using their money better. So that's what I've been working on while I've been lying up sick for a month, because I may have to resort to using a charity for if they can't figure this thing out with my hearing. Right now, they're just talking about putting some tubes in there. But if it gets to where I'm going to have hearing aids or something like that, my insurance does not cover those. And the ear, nose, and throat doctor has told me about this group that I may end up having to go through myself. So I'm just, when you lay in bed sick for a month.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. What'd you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Anyway, when you lay in bed sick for a month, you see a lot of stuff. You catch up on your
I'm
gonna send it. I'm gonna send you a bird if you don't stop.
What?
A tweet bird.
Didn't
I'm gonna point my.
hear.
Okay, Ida. Like I said, I hope you don't get mad. There's one thing in there about Coleman that I didn't like, but there were some things that I did. So It's just, and I'm not telling anybody don't donate to charity. By all means, I am not saying that. I'm just saying right now, money's tight for pretty much everybody because of COVID. So let's try
Good
to.
night. Good morning, Reed's Art Adventures.
Hi, bye, Reed.
Bye, Reed.
So anyway, what it's about basically is using our money to our best advantage for everybody. So let's get off of that horse. I think we've rode him hard, put him up wet. The other thing that's going on real quick that I'm going to throw out there is I took a $300 a month hit on my income. I haven't actually taken the hit yet, but I know it's coming.
As always.
Yeah. So trying to get back into selling some things on eBay. I used to do that years ago. So while I was laid up sick, I found a couple of boxes of those things and got them cleaned up and took the little pictures. My pictures aren't the best, but I'm going to be listing some things on eBay. So if you are an eBay shopper,
she's got eBay store. Watch out.
I do not have an eBay store. I have an account, but I do not have an actual eBay store set up.
I heard you typing. I was getting scared there.
No, I'm not. I don't have the time to invest in an actual eBay store. Right, I'm just selling off some items through eBay, but I'm not setting up the actual store thing. But if you shop on eBay and you want to look and see what I've got for sale up there, this is the name of my eBay account. There's only maybe 5 or 6 things.
I don't trust you with that.
And I also have a few things on Facebook Marketplace, and they're under my own. But I got to make some money because I know this cut is coming, and
I can't. You got me cut blocked. I can't pull it up. It's not a link.
No, it's not a link. That's just the name of the channel. You go to eBay.
Oh, that's you as a.
You just go to eBay and you look up that channel.
It's not a channel. That's you as a seller.
Yeah, that's me as a seller. Exactly. So there's not much up there. There's a couple of vintage coffee cups and a Chevrolet jacket and some motocross jacket. I think maybe a couple of pairs of shoes or something. But I'm going to try to list maybe 1 or 2 items every day. I did sell a pair of shoes that I got $40 for. I've actually sold 2 pairs of shoes. I got $40. So, because I have a couple of doctors that I have to go see, that it's 172 miles round trip for me to go to the ear, nose, and throat specialist. That's gas money. I got to get there. Soap. I've got a bunch of those soaps. One of my friends bought me a case of antibacterial soap back when the COVID thing first started. And when you're one person, one bar of soap lasts quite a while. It's not like it's gone in 3 days. So I got all this soap and I asked her, I said, do you mind if I liquidate this? And she said, do whatever you want with it. So I gave some of it to the willing partners to give out to the less fortunate. And then I just stuck one up there to see if anybody was interested in buying it. So, but I got some hoodies up there and some more stuff. I'm going to post some of my jewelry up there and see how that works out. particularly the earrings that have all the little cute doggies on them and stuff. I just got to figure out a way to make money. Because like I said, I had to drive 170 something miles round trip to go to the doctor. It's a good thing you can't see, Andy.
Kiss my ass.
I know you got your little small record player out going.
No, it's the world's smallest violin for you.
Well, guess what? My guitar.
I know you better than anybody else, so that's the world's smallest. Yeah, whatever.
And I have an ethical question from the
coin. Wait, hold the chat, hold the phone. She's got an ethical question.
Yeah, from the coin community.
Don't involve me in this whatsoever. I'm just here to support.
I don't think it would have any effect on you, but
what?
Sometimes in the coin community, people sell things other than coins, like they sell sterling silver jewelry. And,
yes, the 925. Yeah, the 925.
Yeah, I used
like the 925 and the
I used to buy a lot of 925 jewelry, and I purchased. This is like last year. I purchased what was represented to me as a set of 925 jewelry, as a pair of earrings with a little brooch that went along with it. And the brooch is marked sterling, so I have no doubt that the seller believed it to be 925 sterling. But I just left it in the little gift box and didn't go back to it. And then I got it out the other day, and I know how sterling tarnishes because I wear 925. I have all my life. One of the pieces has a spot on the back of it with rust showing through. Now, that's not 925 if rust is showing through.
Is it marked? Is it anywhere marked?
Yes, it is. That's the thing. It is marked sterling.
925?
No, because it's an older piece from before they started putting 925. Back in the 20s and 30s, they just put sterling. They did not put the numerical amount. So my ethical question is, I mean, I don't care. It's a really cool set. But my ethical question is, if you are selling lots of items that are supposed to be 925, are you actually testing them, or are you just going by the markings?
Buyer beware.
Yeah, it is a buyer beware thing.
Buyer beware.
And one of the reasons,
buyer beware and seller beware, because you don't know if that's
one of the other reasons that I brought this up is
buyer beware and seller beware.
I got a ring that was marked 925 recently, and I opened the package, and it's really cute, and I really liked it, except that it's stuck to a magnet, which tells me it's not 925. It is marked 925.
No, if it's stuck to a magnet, really? Do I really need to? You just self-explain that.
So
in a nutshell, if it's stuck to a magnet, it's not 925.
That's just another buyer beware beware thing.
Yeah, buyer beware.
Just because
China.
it does
Yeah.
mean it's real. And so I don't buy a lot of it anymore, but if I do in the future, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the package on a live stream, not say where it came from. I'm just going to open
Yeah, that's a good idea.
get my test kit out and test it.
It's your channel. You can do whatever you want.
Because
If you're buying 925 and it doesn't come up,
yeah, if it's not, like I said, the person that sold me that set, I'm sure did not test it.
I'm sure I'll get the email and I'll have to go bust them in the knees.
No. This was
Taking advantage of a little old lady.
This was a year ago, and there were other items in that lot that were 925. So all in all, I got my money's worth out of it. I just was curious if anybody else has had that experience where got
very good, very good,
and then it wasn't what it was supposed to be.
I think it was actually. I think I saw that heated debate.
So no, actually, I never
less than 48 hours ago.
I never said a word about this set because I never even really paid any attention. I just took the other items out of the lot that I wanted and left this little set in its box. And I just happened to find it the other day, and that's when I realized that it wasn't. But that's just another. I'm kind of on a buyer beware thing. I don't like getting ripped off, and I know.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of fake coins going around right now too. So
just you. No, don't. Buyer beware and seller beware. Seller beware. Seller.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I saw some coins. And we have an indoor, kind of like a combination flea market antiques kind of place here in town. There's several of them. And I saw a couple of coins in this guy's display case the other day. And first of all, they were overpriced, but they just didn't look right. There was something about them that just didn't look right. And
what were they? Were they nickels or dimes or just all the above?
Walkers.
So
we have a local coin shop, and I went down there and I was talking to the guy because I've been wanting to go in there for a while. And he told me that the stuff is sitting there in the case, but if I had actually gone up to the counter and asked the guy that runs the place to go and get those coins out of there, that he would have told me, no, he can't sell them at this time. So apparently the guy whose booth that is under investigation for selling fake coins. But there's even all of it there waiting for him to come back and try to remove the things from his rental space. But I knew those coins just didn't. They were just a little.
You didn't buy them though, so you didn't buy them. So at the end of the day, you're fine, right?
Yeah, and fortunately, nobody else can buy them either right now because they've got kind of a hold on this guy.
That's probably a good thing, right?
But that just lets me know some people could really get sucked in by that and think, oh wow, that walker is pristine, that thing's uncirculated. No, it's made in China and sent over by Wish in a plastic bag with a bunch of other ones just like it. So I just got on this buyer beware thing,
Yeah, no, you're right.
And
No, you're
I may have to start a whole new channel for that just to keep from killing.
much rather not. I
Protecting the channel.
no, no,
But
no.
anyway, I
I got you're at 7:57. You ain't going. You ain't go, you
uh,
ain't going anywhere.
no.
And
I am going to start another channel that doesn't have
oh,
anything to do with any of
good,
these topics.
good God, good Lord, she's starting a blog. Watch out.
No, it's a family history genealogy research channel. I used to teach a class on ancestry.com years ago. And every once in a while, I still get people asking me about that. And do I offer that class anymore? No,
Just,
but I thought I could make.
I see. I see. You still have your StreamYard's logo, so you're not exiled yet.
Oh, I was. I had to repay and get re-upped.
Oh,
I
dude.
Yeah, they shut me down there, put the little duck back up there, and one of my subscribers paid this month's $25.
So that's the
So,
only reason why the logo's up there.
huh?
That's the only reason why the logo's up there. I didn't know that.
Yeah. But the other thing is when you use the free, you only get, I think it's 18 hours,
It's 20, sister. It's 20.
somewhere in that vicinity. And I have
Yeah,
more
it doesn't last long. Yeah,
than
at the
one.
range that you talk, 20 hours is a day.
I have more than one channel. So that doesn't stretch very far.
Oh,
He got all choked up. Yeah,
yeah, I did.
don't forget, I also have my jewelry channel.
You forget how long we've
Andy, I think you need to go to bed, brother. I think you've had.
I think you need to get some donuts at the donut store.
Yeah, I think you need to get some
I think you need to go take.
Jack Joe and go to
I
bed.
think you need to take what?
Anyway, I will be on tomorrow in my regularly scheduled time slot, 5 o'clock
Oh, good God! Watch out! Watch out! Here
with
she comes.
the Lodo coin collecting show. I have
Yeah, she's
close
two-timing
to
on me.
4 hours
She's
worth of orders to look at.
she's
So,
two-timing because I can hear the audio feedback. She's watching somebody else's channel. She's
no,
watching.
I'm not. And then I got to figure out what to do with all of these Lewis and Clark nickels. So I don't know what we're going to do on the channel tomorrow, but I know we're going to do the car wash quarters.
Tomorrow. Don't
So,
talk about tomorrow. I got.
Andy still thinks today's Monday. So, what does he know?
No, I'm still on Sunday.
You were on Monday earlier.
No, I'm on Sunday. Honey, cut me some slack.
Yes, dear, I will. So, anyway, that's all I got to say, folks. I'm back as ornery as ever.
Thank
And
God. Bless the YouTube internet. She's
and
back. She's still
run,
alive.
Forrest, run.
she's she's still here. She's alive and breathing.
Yeah, I wasn't sure there for a few days if I was going to be live and breathing. That's a scary deal. When you live by yourself and you wake up and you're really, really sick and you can't get out of the bed, that's kind of a scary deal.
Yeah, at 68 years old, it is. Yes,
I
I'm not gonna disagree with you on that. I'm a
Yeah.
little slightly younger than you, but sorry, I didn't mean to put your age out there like that.
don't care. I'll be 68 in 9 days. 10 days. Right around there.
You are not an Aries. You're lying about your birthday. You're
I am
sure? You
It's
are lying about your freaking birthday.
not. My birthday is March 3rd. I know when I was born.
Lying. She's crazy. She's senile. It's in September. She's lying.
And he's
She,
drunk.
easy on
Which
that.
is worse, drunk or senile? Sometimes I think they're about the same.
You're not an Aries.
Well, I'm a Pisces.
Well, then your birthday is not in. I don't need to say anymore.
My birthday is March 3rd. I am a Pisces. Look it up, Andrew.
March 3rd is an Aries.
No,
Sister, go look up March 3rd. You're not an Aries.
all right. If you think
Hey,
that
archaeology, Mikey.
the dates
Wanna,
Pisces are February 19th to March 20th. It does not go by the beginning of the month. So fry that fish.
fry that fish. I know your birthday, Chihuahua. I
Pisces
know you're not an Aries.
19th to
You're
March 20th.
you're
And
a Sagittarius. You're a Sagittarius.
you're wrong. Admit it, you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. Do you like? I know you're a Sagittarius. You can't put me out.
I don't
I
know.
know.
I think if they assigned your astrological sign by your behavior, I would probably have ended up being Taurus the bull.
You're Sagittarius. And you know what?
I'm still a Pisces.
No bullshit. Bullshit. You're not.
I'm gonna
You're
go
not.
pull my little fish
All
tank.
right. I'm out of here. Love you, Suze. Keep you free.
5 people who have stuck around, and I didn't even say hi to archaeology Mikey yet.
Yeah. You'll make it up to him later. She's
Uh,
she's a Sagittarius. Don't let her lie to you. She's a
he's
Sagittarius. She's a
oh,
Sagittarius.
I'm gonna slap my brother.
Don't let her lie to you. All right.
Anyway,
Good to see you. All right.
I will see everybody tomorrow,
Good
5
night.
Eastern time for the Lodo Coin Collecting Show. I am officially back. Beware. Buyer beware.
Remove myself from the. I'm removing myself from the stream.
And one more thing. I say this on all of my stuff, and I have a sign on door says the same thing. If you're in my space, cover your face. Please be safe, people. Serious about that. We'll see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.